Hello and welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We are continuing our Wekkarus playthrough here and hopefully making some progress. I had thought we were off to a pretty good start, but reality is there's no planets over here. So even though I started kind of near the middle, there's just nothing over here. So that is hugely problematic for me. But we're going to keep pressing on. Hopefully we will make enough discoveries and expand enough to the point where we find a planet somewhere. That's kind of the hope. Make a limited trade agreement with our partner over here. They're pretty pleased with us. Happy to trade with them for the time being. Oh, hello. What is this planet? Not good, apparently. But did that say an independent colony, or we just found a location for an independent colony over there? All right, Martellans declared war on us, like they do. We succeeded in stealing, so that's good. I'm hoping, even though they declared war on us, that they don't actually meaningfully make it over in this direction. This is a far distance this early in the game. So my hope is nothing comes of it and they declare peace at some point without actually doing any meaningful damage. I can hope anyway. Construction wise, a couple research stations here. How is the resort stations? There's a couple available. Let's go ahead and keep building. At this point, all I can really do is build exploration ships and construction ships. So let's go ahead and keep that going. If anything, it'll help drive our economy. We stole some basic troop transports, or at least part of the tech. Yeah. Huh. Basic military starships, ship boarding. So ship boarding, I think, is the tech that's currently missing. With this guy right here. All right, well, let's go ahead and put that down just so we can get that. I have a feeling we're gonna need it. All right, we still got the system over here. I don't really know what the point of this is. All right, this spaceport, there's stuff actually being dropped off there. Still not a colonizable planet. Dubot, are you anywhere near us? You're kind of out of range. I think that's too far for us to colonize. No, it's not. Well, if we can get that, I think there were some ice planets around here. There's Xenox tech down here. Well, we haven't explored it there yet, so it's not showing up as an option at this point. Yeah, I can't even see it in the list here. All right, another new exploration ship done. Shock forces, we made a little progress on that. All right, this exploration ship is going to the other blinky planet. Hoping there's... Hope somebody goes there at some point. I'm thinking we're staying away from this. I hope we are. Do not have the strength to deal with that. At some point, I do need to go over there and blow that up. But before I do that, I need a fleet. We have 23 exploration ships. They're starting to branch out and get more. Completed mission. Starfighters exposed. I'm fine with exposed. Okay, so they're offering to end war. Alright, we got a decent cash reserve starting to stockpile. I think I do want to get back into crash research now that we got some funds flowing our way. So let's go ahead, turn that back on automated. We can spend the money on that. We have 14 construction ships. They are all running around building stuff right now. So we are definitely, if anything, we're a little behind on construction. But we can keep expanding. How is the private economy? Growing. Cash flow is higher. Private cash is almost 1 million. All right, another couple research stations going up. That's just going to accelerate things. Okay, we did dismiss a spy. I'm hoping it was the one. No, it wasn't the demoralizing one. We just got bad spies. Okay, planets are starting to populate in this list. Still nothing with any reasonable suitability for colonizing. Crazy. All right, tech breakthrough from repairing. I don't even know what we'd be repairing that would give a breakthrough. All right, new spy. I'll take it. I think I'm gonna get rid of the demoralizing one. He is just hurting everybody. All right, more materials discovered. Keep on expanding where we can. Oh, they're connected to here, so they're gonna get this before I can get it. Okay, we just got Fission Reactor V2, which means it's an in-place upgrade, which means all the performance will increase without having to retrofit anything. Like this was going 150, now it's 229, so that's pretty significant. Where's this colony ship going? There's nothing colonizable. Gonna make an outpost over here? Alright, maybe it knows something I don't know. Maybe there's something in this direction. So Yaga 1? Okay, so Carabin Spice, the colony development, 5% all research. Yeah, that's worth eating the cost. For sure. Okay, so version 2 spaceport, construction yard. Let's go ahead and retrofit those. Spaceport. Auto-generated design using the hull. Is there anything I need to add onto this? I would really like another construction yard. But I have to get rid of a decent amount of stuff to make that happen. Get rid of a shield. Let's get rid of a wave bomb. A weapon. Do I still need both energy collectors? Yes, I can't get rid of. Actually, I need another one. SSP 3? I don't know. Alright, we still gotta get rid of something here. Do I need this much fuel? Maybe not. Anything to, like, get me a little more space. Another wave bomb can go away. Alright, well, if that's the case, then we can add that fuel cell back, because that's not going to hurt anything. Okay. Let's put this as SSP4. Save that. We'll sunset this. I'll retrofit into this. All right, and now we have 2 construction yards per spaceport. So I'm good with being allies with people for now. If anything, it helps with the diplomacy. Keeps my reputation elevated. All right, I'm feeling like I need more construction ships. And we'll grab some more exploration ships while we're at it. I'm not giving any money to them. Alright, now the spaceport can build 2 at a time. So that's going to make things much quicker. Especially when retrofitting. What else can I throw in the list of things? 5 years isn't terrible. Bigger exploration ships would be good. Destroyers. I'm not going to go down the route of defensive bases yet, just because I don't think I want to spend the money on that yet. Faster mining, better energy collection. We must have stole better targeting, or got it via some means. Alright, we'll leave that for now. Still, these are the only ships we've discovered. Alright, we got our outpost. Not that that's super handy, but it is good to get those resources. The crab and spice is pretty significant. Alright, at some point I need to build up a military. It's gonna cost me a good chunk of change, but I have nothing defending, and if I want to go on the offense and manage to get any of those ships at any point, I gotta be able to take that out. I do not interested in that trade deal. Alright, how's the private economy going? Staying relatively stable. They are building more and more small freighters. We're about to get medium freighters, medium passenger ships, large mining ships, so that's going to be a big retrofit. We should get a decent chunk of cash on hand from that. The exploration ships, they will get, I think, fairly significant more range, just because the medium-sized ships are going to be have the ability to have more fuel cells and stuff. All right, any planets yet? Nope. Still nothing. That is something. I am getting very concerned about this start. I mean, at this point, I have to invest heavily in exploration. Just my only chance at survival is branching out. So I need to discover where I can branch out as fast as possible. It looks like we found a bunch of scenery, so let's go ahead and do that. Wow. We found even more stuff. That's crazy. We're just finding all this stuff in the depths of the ocean. Right, I might want to be a little more conservative with the intelligence missions. Maybe go to normal on both of these. Just because there's still so many opportunities to steal stuff. Maybe I don't need to get as aggressive as I am getting. All right, let's crash research that. Knock it down to 1.5 years. And the good news is our economy seems to be doing pretty well, even though I only have 2 colonies. All right, non-aggression treaty, I will take that for now. We discovered Actarians. That's more competition for the same planet type. Still nothing. I would have thought by now I would have discovered at least 1 planet. It is shocking to me. Uh-oh. Don't do that. No, 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 no. You let that boy sleep. You leave that boy alone. Although Hive's not as scary as it used to be, I have literally no military, so... And I don't really want to build it because I'm just about to discover destroyers, heavy frigates, you know, all this stuff that's potentially going to improve my military situation. So I'll retrofit after the fact. Stay away from the Hive destroyer. Yeah, don't go there. I don't think there's a way to flag it to say, like, don't go there, but it'd be nice if there was. All right, looks like our construction ships are continuing to expand. We want Hexadorium. Even though it says we have an oversupply late in the game, we will definitely not. So I think it's always worth doing that. Same with the Kazlon. Like any planet that's got Kazlon, we should probably build up now while we can. I thought I had sparse nebulas, but this does not feel sparse. Like I guess they're smaller clusters. All right, we stole some improved assault tactics from ground troop tech. This fleet's not too scary. 827 fleet power total. All right, one of our agents got captured from Phaedrian Corporation. It's these guys. Can we get our spy back? Okay, so 90,000's too much. Let's go to 80. Oh, I guess 90,000. Close enough. All right, enhanced civilian is done, which means we can now retrofit those ships. Let's go do that real quick. Do a large mining ship. And then we can get rid of the medium one because they only build the biggest. We'll wait on that. Floor M1. Then we can get rid of the small exploration ship. Not worried about fuel tankers right now. Medium freighter. Now the freighters they do build all the different sizes of. So we will not get rid of the small freighter. You have room, so let's add another cargo bay onto you. Either cargo bay or fuel cell. I think either one would be fine. All right, and a medium passenger ship. And then we can get rid of the small passenger ship because with passenger ships, they only build the largest ones. So mining ships, passenger ships, and exploration ships, they only build the largest. But freighters, they will build all 3 sizes. And fuel ships, too. Okay, we are on the interstellar destroyers. Medium construction ship could be good. They'll move faster and be more resilient. These guys are coming into retrofit. Very curious to see what the new exploration ship, like the distance, is like. See if I can find one that is retrofit and full of fuel. You are not quite. All right, this guy will be done in a second. Okay, so his circle. Yes, well, I mean, this circle's huge, but the immediate circle where they could fly and come back, still about the same as it was. Still no planets. I mean, I might just have to colonize, even though it's like low quality, I might just have to colonize this for the sake of getting more population. I mean, I can't keep staying where we're at. Or I gotta go to war with somebody near me, but I have no military and no economy to support it, so all very, very concerning. All right, let's build up this stuff. Do we have any more research locations? We do not. A couple more scenery locations. So what that does is the tourism takes money out of the private sector. You'll see it here as private tourism. So it takes money out of the private sector and pumps it into your like state income. So the more tourism you have, you're really just taking money from the private sector. Which is fine, especially later in the game when the private sector's ramped up to the point where it's generating so much money. But in the early game, it can actually be a little problematic because you end up bankrupting your private sector and then it has no money to build mining stations and stuff like that. All right, we got retrofitting going on here. Just keep stealing a little more tech every time. Wish we could get over here and explore this system. It feels like the one we need to get to. Alright, well, if you're not going to crash research it, I will. Try to let the AI do it, but it seems to never want to do a crash research until it's in like the last 25%, and then all of a sudden it'll buy it. I don't know if it's just trying to conserve money or what, but I don't know. The sooner we get it done, the faster we can keep expanding. Did we get a new construction ship design? No. Not yet. That's the next tech, okay. That's fine, we can only do so much at a time anyway. Okay, it looks like we're just skipping over the one system we should probably go to. I suppose as soon as the destroyer's done, even though we're waiting on improved frigates, I should probably start building up a fleet. And we could always retrofit it later on, but just to get something that we could start attacking. And preferably something strong enough to come over here. Oh, hello. You're a different one. We can potentially take that one. But yeah, to come over here and take out this Mortalon spaceport so that I can repair these ships and get their tech. But this guy we can take right now, I think. It's too bad he's not trash. Hoping to be better than that. That's fine. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, passenger ships. We have 42 of them. I think those have been retrofitting. Freighters 160. So we are definitely starting to sling around the galaxy. That's for sure. We are getting close to having all the mining stations built that we intended on building. Okay, Ants construction is going. Let's go ahead and build ships here. All right, so we want a heavy escort. We don't currently have one of those. We can get rid of this light escort. And then destroyer, we can generate a hull for that. Then I do have a frigate. I'll just build that for now. It looks like it's predominantly utilizing our main weapon tech. Okay, let's get, I don't know, 6 escorts, 6 frigates, and 6 destroyers? And we do have a fuel ship there too, so let's create a new fleet. That could be called the first fleet. We'll leave it there. All right, foreign spy detected, operating against us. Let's imprison him. Okay, so we are psychic. Be interested to see how powerful this fleet ends up being when it's done. Okay, we got our first military ships done. We are going to end up going after some pirates at some point. Not super powerful, but it's just the beginning. Actually, this might end up being okay. Once all these are built, this might be enough to go take out that that thing. Where are you going? Oh, this is the other planet. Got it. Oh, wish they'd stop doing that. Go explore somewhere else. Like, go explore here. All right, we're going to fully automate you. We just discovered the Beskarans. Still no new colonies. That's super unfortunate. But we are gearing up. All right, we got an abandoned destroyer. Thing is garbage, but might as well take it. I'm gonna have to build more ships at some point. This needs to be my home base. All right, we're gonna build 15 more ships, and we are just gonna shove them into the same fleet. We're just gonna have one massive fleet for now. We'll just try to keep its size relatively contained as we expand, but I just want plenty of fleet power to go, well, destroy this for one, but also go down here and take this out. All right, we're still producing a profit, even though we're only 2 planets. They still have not taken this this planet. I thought for sure they would have taken it by now. Do I see that in independent colonies yet? No, we have not explored it far enough. All right, we're getting close to having this fleet built up. As soon as we get medium construction ships, I can retrofit that, and hopefully we can do a little better with our construction ships. Any new research? Nope. Nothing yet. And this guy's, they're coming up from the dredges over here. That's from that spaceport we have in the middle of nowhere. All right, well, 7,000 strength should be plenty. All right, we are gonna ship you away as well. I just don't want to deal with these yet. You can go explore over there or over there. We'll set you back to automate so you can go back to that once you explore those planets, or those systems, I should say. All right, construction yards are empty. These guys are still making their way up here. And there's a lot of hive ships over here. This start went from good to terrible. All right, let's hop over here by the secret haunt. Might lose a ship or two here, but we need to start progressing. Junkyard. Abandoned destroyer. Okay, we just immediately got it destroyed. Okay. We don't plan on them being with us for long. It's literally 20 seconds. Is there... I mean, Kalados hyperdrive is something. Not nothing. All right, large fuel cells. There is some tech here that potentially could be useful. All right, let's go home and repair at the spaceport. Did it just say we already acquired it? That's weird. Oh, hello. We finally found a planet. Holy cow. It's way down there, but I'll take it. All right, again, with our insisting on waking up hive ships. Do not want to do that. Send you over here. Set you back to fully automate. Just stay away from the hive ships, guys. Look, not that hard. All right, these guys are limping along over here. Let's go ahead and build a... We have the medium construction ship now. Let's get that done. And then I think we can also churn out like 5 more of those. All right, so my fleet is pretty much ready to go. Let's see if we can find this station over here and knock it out so that we can hopefully harvest these ships. All right, let's look at the exploration here. Yeah, still hasn't actually sent any ships over in that direction, unfortunately. Telesia Consciousness. Looks like they captured one of our spies, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and flag these guys to start being rebuilt. Okay, construction ship is now working on that guy. That's actually in our home system, so hopefully it won't be too bad. All right, we'll let these guys fly around and pick up these parts. We might be able to get something out of there. And then we'll end up, yeah, see research breakthrough. Very nice. Mission failed. That's fine. These guys have my spy. Okay. I'm gonna have to pony up some cash, I'm sure. Get my spy back. Double agent. Don't like that. But he's getting better. Never mind, we just dismissed the spy. Okay, we got our first new colony founded. All right, this guy's built up. Still don't know what these guys are doing yet. We've destroyed the Akaro Confederation. Did we? Okay. I thought we just... whatever. Well, at least now we could scoop up the stuff. Wait, what are we doing? We're just finding all sorts of cargo that was... Oh, must have been on that spaceport that we... harvested. Alright, well, we did destroy that ship, so we should be able to come here and get these rebuilt. Okay, I do not want these guys flying all the way out to nowhere. Go have them deconstruct over here, at least as much as possible. And then we will hopefully get some tech out of them. That'd be nice. This guy's coming up close. Bunch of new resources. I imagine at some point they're gonna get dropped off on the home planet. This guy, again, doesn't really have... I mean, quantum reactor, Kaleidos hyperdrive, those are improvements. So we should get some experience from that. All right, any new planets? Nope, still nothing new. We have not reached over far enough to this guy yet. At least I don't think we did. Oh no. These guys rebelled. Why? I mean, they're kind of far away, I guess, but that really stinks. All right, let's do limited trade agreement. Let's try to bring them back into the fold. They rebelled, but let's try to make them happy with us. Chance of colonizing is that. Man, it is just setback after setback with this game. Not good. Okay, there's the larger fuel storage. That's pretty significant. We could retrofit our ships to accommodate that. All right. Really don't have a lot of good stuff going for me this game so far. Let's take a look at the tech here. Planetary governance, we probably want to add that to the hopper. All right, we're making a little bit of progress in a bunch of different places, but no, like, massive progress. Ion weapons, we might as well do that just to get it off the list. 11 years out from this upgrade. We're not quite there yet. All right, we got repair going on over there. We got a bunch of stuff being built over here. Is this colony ship intending on colonizing this planet? It'll probably be fine by the time they get there. All right, what is going on now? Okay, we are constructing this stuff. It looks like we managed to get all of these ships. So no enemy. And these have like good equipment. So shields aren't as great as I would have hoped, but everything else is really good. So let's go ahead and just retrofit our ships real quick. We're just going to do a quick little upgrade on everything just to get the larger fuel cells in there. Or did I already have the larger fuel cells? I'm losing my mind. I think I already had that. Never mind. All right, this guy is acquired. Let's send him back to our home planet and get him breaking down right away. I'm surprised at the amount of strength our fleet has for this early in the game. I mean, granted, we have been running at speed 4 for the majority of it, but it's still pretty good for where we're at. Let's go ahead and retire this guy, get the torrent drive, hyperfusion reactors. Like, all this stuff is a pretty massive upgrade, so we should be seeing some pretty good gains off of that. Let's retire this stuff as well. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, we have not quite made it out of here yet. We'll get there, though. Okay, you retire there. You retire here. Tell everybody to retire. There we go. Some point defense. All right, one more ship to build. The big one, the battleship. And then we are in business. So this is where we hopefully springboard ahead, at least, to at least get ahead in tech so we can start taking over planets. Because that's, at least as of right now, my only avenue for success. Like, I'm gonna have to go to war with whatever fleet I can muster and try to take over, like, this planet or maybe these guys over here. Like, there's something I need to do. Otherwise I'm never gonna break out of this. Yeah, we got to get these guys back under our control too. They're still pleased with us. In 2 months, I can do another negotiation with them. Okay, we got some of the good stuff showing up now. All right, more tech breakthrough. Basic point defense. We're starting to make some progress. Any new research areas, new scenery? Looks like there is a little. Free trade agreement, I will take that. Okay, here we go. More tech breakthrough. Look at all this tech. Breakthrough. I'm scrapping this one ship. That's great. Love to see it. All right, so that's a good amount of progress. We will leave it at that for now. Financially, we seem to be doing okay. Not great, but not terrible. Construction ships have been retrofitting. Most of them are switched over to the medium size now. If we look at the different areas we could build, looks like majority of them are built up. At least the ones we'd be interested in. Let's go ahead. No, we can't send another. Can't send anything yet. Well, let's let this build up a little longer, and then we can maybe send something after that. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and call it there for today. It's a much rougher start than than I had anticipated. But we're going to keep plodding along, and hopefully we make some progress here. My hope is that in the next episode, we'll be able to get these guys back in the fold with us, and we can get that colony, which would be awesome, because there is just nothing to colonize anywhere. I don't know why there's such a void of habitable planets for us, but there does appear to be. So we'll call it there for now. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, see more content in the future, and we will catch you in the next episode where we continue our Wekkarus playthrough. Thanks for watching.